Hi, my name is Lineo Segoete. I am co-director of Barrenere Literary Arts. I am a freelance writer and photographer. I am an all-round creative. I model sometimes, I style sometimes, I do makeup sometimes, I set design sometimes, I art direct sometimes. I've dabbled in songwriting as well. So yeah, I'm an all-round creative generally. I'm a history nerd. I like digging into history, especially on subjects that have to do with culture and art and the effect that colonialism has had on Africa, and particularly my society as a Mosotho. I'll pretend I'm talking to my daughter. Mommy writes stories. Mommy goes on the internet and does a lot of research. Mommy reads a lot of books and gathers information from these books and formulates new ideas or challenges what is written in these books or attempts to carry on what is inside these books. Either develop an idea that was presented in a book or that kind of stuff. I guess I've known subconsciously all my life. I was a reclusive child. I was a loner. And in that time, I would either be drawing or making up stories or pretending to be a scientist in the lab and getting myself into trouble when my mother got home. During university, right, a friend of mine invited me to contribute to this local newspaper that he worked for at the time, and it was writing, so it was like, of course I'm gonna do it. But in having to chase deadlines and come up with stories and all of that, I think I was subconsciously preparing myself for that kind of work. And I've always also been involved in organizing things. I am a control freak. I like things how I like them and I like getting my way. And this has sort of manifested itself in the form of me organizing events, either on a small scale or on the larger scale of literature festival, which we have annually. Concretely, I've known since university that I want to work through my talents. Like, I want to earn a living through my talents, which are being a good manager and a leader and a writer, basically. Waking up in the morning, answering emails, sharing and allocating tasks, conceptualizing on themes, on stories, because I have to come up with stories, otherwise I don't eat. Writing a story or leaving home to a shoot, shooting the photographs, coming back home, editing, or staying up really late because deadline, or a Skype call, all of them in one day or one of them on an average day. I don't necessarily have a typical day at work. I think that's the fun of the kind of work I do. Every day is a surprise. Every day is something new. Every day is an opportunity. Fundraising. Yeah. The downside of not being self-sustainable or self-sustained is that you have to go asking for money to people, and it's always a question of what's in it for me. I would say the hardest part is convincing the potential funder that there is a viable return on investment should they, consider giving the organization money. dealing with editors, because sometimes you have a brilliant story, you write it, you go through the horrors of putting it together, only to have it rejected. And then the self-consciousness, the self-judgment, the self-doubt. Oh my God, my writing sucks. But that's not it. It might be that you pitch something that's not relevant to those people, you know? Challenge the status quo. It starts with that. It starts with an attitude adjustment. It's about unlearning everything you've ever been taught and being bold enough to pursue your own ideas and let nothing stop you. The great world of internet. We have Tumblr, we have Instagram, we have Behance, and if you're in Lesotho, you can meet me. I'm usually glad to talk to people who are interested in the work and are inspired by the work so that they can also do it themselves.